library.
It is bedtime.
Good night, Peppa. Good night, George.
Can I have a story, please?
OK, I'll read you the Red Monkey book.
But we always have that one. The red monkey has a bath, cleans his teeth and goes to sleep.
Yes, that is what happens.
Can we choose another story? The blue tiger, the green spider, the orange penguin. Oh, what's this one?
The Wonderful World of Concrete.
I've been looking for that.
Is it your book, Daddy?
It's a book I borrowed from the library.
What's a library?
It's a place you borrow books from. And when you've finished reading them, you take them back.
But Daddy Pig has forgotten to take this book back.
I have had it for rather a long time.
Never mind. You can take it back tomorrow. But now it's bedtime.
After Daddy reads this story.
It's not much of a story, Peppa.
Please read it, Daddy.
OK. The Wonderful World of Concrete. Concrete is a construction material composed of sand, water and chemical admixtures. Chapter 1. Sand.
Peppa, George and Mummy Pig have fallen asleep. It is morning. Peppa and her family have come to the library.
Wow! What a lot of books!
Shh! Peppa, you must be quiet in the library.
Why?
Because people come here to read and to be quiet.
Next, please.
Miss Rabbit is the librarian.
Hello, Mummy Pig. Are you returning these books?
Yes, Miss Rabbit.
Right you are.
Why is the computer beeping?
It's checking to see that you haven't been naughty and borrowed the book for too long.
I may have borrowed this book for a bit too long.
Oh, don't worry, Daddy Pig. It can't be that bad. Gosh! Daddy Pig, you've had this book out for 10 years.
Naughty Daddy!
Sorry, Miss Rabbit.
That's all right. Now you can borrow another book.
Miss Rabbit, can George and I borrow a book, please?
Yes, the children's section is over here.
Oh, look! Berries, flowers, pretty dresses. Hello, Peppa. Oh, hello, Danny. I'm borrowing a book about football. Hello, Peppa. Hello, Susie. I've got a book about nurses.
George has chosen a book about dinosaurs.
Dinosaur.
Look what I found. Further adventures in the world of concrete.
Here's a Red Monkey book.
Not the red monkey book. It's boring.
But this is a different story. It might be more fun.
I bet it's not.
Once upon a time, there was a red monkey.
He had a bath, cleaned his teeth and went to bed.
No, he jumped in a space rocket and went to the moon.
Ooh.
He had a picnic with a dinosaur, he swam under the sea and climbed the highest mountain. That was a busy day. The end.
Wow! Read it again.
We can borrow it and read it at home, Peppa.
But I was going to choose this book or this one.
You can take 3 books home if you want, Peppa.
Yippee!
But you must remember to bring them back on time.
Yes, Miss Rabbit.
And you must remember to bring your book back too, Daddy Pig.
I'll make sure Daddy remembers.
Yes, Peppa. I'm sure you will. Ho, ho!
Bedtime story.
It is night time. Daddy Pig is reading Peppa and George a bedtime story.
And so the prince, the princess, the budgie and the frog all lived happily ever after. The end.
The bedtime story has sent Peppa and George to sleep.
Good night, my little piggies.
George is awake.
Dinosaur. Grrr. George, you naughty piggy. Go back to sleep.
George is not sleepy.
George! Nighttime is for sleeping, not playing. Shh. I can tell you a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a little pig. His name was Georgie Pig. And he was off to make his fortune. Soon he came to a forest. Do you like the story, George? Inside the forest was a little house. And inside the house was a bowl of porridge. Georgie Pig was very hungry, so he ate it all up. Yum, yum, yum. But just as he finished, Baby Bear walked in and said, "Oi, did you eat my magic porridge?" Georgie said, "Yes." Baby Bear said, "That was magic porridge. It will make you go very big." And then Georgie Pig began to grow. He grew and he grew and he grew until he was taller than all of the trees in the forest. The end. Are you sleepy, George? No. Not even a little bit? No. OK, I'll do a bit more story. Baby Bear said there is a box of golden treasure at the end of the world. But it's too far for me to go because I'm too little. Georgie said, "I will carry you there." So Georgie Pig walked to the end of the world. He walked and he walked and he walked. Are you sleepy yet? No. He walked through forests, across mountains, across seas. And are you sleepy yet? No. He walked all the way to the end of the world and found a big box of golden treasure. Ooh. And a big dragon. Grrr. Yes, a big green dragon with little wings and breathing fire. Roar! Luckily, it was a very friendly dragon. And he said, "You can have the treasure." But then Georgie Pig began to shrink. He shrank and he shrinked and he shrunk until he was the same little Georgie Pig as he was before. "How will we get back home now?" said Baby Bear. "I can fly you home," said the dragon. So Georgie Pig and Baby Bear hopped on the dragon's back and flew all the way back home to the little house in the forest. And then it's the end.
George is asleep. Peppa is asleep.
Peppa, what are you doing out of bed? Nighttime is for sleeping, not playing. Night-night, my little piggies. Sweet dreams.
Peppa and George are in their little beds, fast asleep.
Playgroup star.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
There, finished.
Peppa, what a wonderful picture you have painted.
It is me and George and my mummy and daddy at our house.
But where are you all? I can only see a house.
We are all inside the house.
Of course. It really is a wonderful picture. Here is a playgroup star.
Wow! Thank you, Madam Gazelle.
It is home time and the parents have come to collect the children.
Mummy! Daddy, look! I've got a playgroup star.
That's fantastic, Peppa.
I remember Madam Gazelle gave me a playgroup star when I was a little piggy.
A long time ago, when Mummy and Daddy Pig were little, Madame Gazelle was their teacher.
Here is a playgroup star. I was so happy.
Did you get lots of playgroup stars, Mummy?
Oh, yes.
Daddy, did you get lots of playgroup stars too?
It was such a long time ago. I really can't remember.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't get one, did you?
You never got a playgroup star, Daddy!
No, I never did get a playgroup star.
Not even a little one?
No.
Anyway, like Daddy Pig said, it was a long time ago, Peppa, and they're really not that important.
What do you mean, Mummy? They are very important, aren't they, Daddy?
Yes, Peppa.
Are you sad that you never got a playgroup star, Daddy?
Well, I have done other things in my life to be proud of, you know.
Maybe if you do a good drawing and show Madame Gazelle, she will give you one now.
Playgroup stars are for children, Peppa, not for grown-ups.
There! The roof is all fixed.
Thank you, Mr. Bull. That really is wonderful work. Have a playgroup star.
Oh, thank you very much.
Look, Daddy, Mr. Bull's got a star and he's a grown-up.
It is evening time. Peppa and George are going to bed.
Are you still sad because you never got a playgroup star, Daddy?
You know what, Peppa? The more I think about it, the more I think I should have got a playgroup star.
Why?
Because I love to make things, and I was always drawing in class.
What was your best drawing, Daddy?
Would you like to see it? I think I've still got it somewhere. I'm sure I put it in the loft. Here's my old school bag. And here is my picture.
Wow! It's a dragon! Grrr. It's very good, Daddy.
Yes, I was quite pleased with it.
But it didn't get a star.
Nope.
That's sad.
It is the next day. Peppa and George are going to playgroup.
Look at this, Susie. It's not fair, Peppa. You're too good at drawing. It's not my drawing. It's my Daddy's. Oh, not so good for a grown-up. He drew it a long time ago when he was little. Ah.
Peppa, have you done another wonderful drawing?
No, Madame Gazelle. This is my Daddy's drawing.
Ah, yes. I remember your daddy did like to draw.
But you never gave him a playgroup star.
I must have given him one for this.
No, you didn't.
Daddy Pig, you deserve a playgroup star.
Oh, I've never been so proud.
Daddy Pig is a playgroup star.
Hooray for Daddy Pig!
Once upon a time.
Peppa and George are looking at storybooks.
Look, George. This is an exciting adventure. There are fairies and 3 bears who can't stop eating porridge. And a naughty wolf who's looking for an old lady to eat. Oh. Don't worry, George. It's always a happy ending. I wish we lived in a fairy story.
Peppa, George, it's time to go.
Are we going on an adventure?
Yes, we're going to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house for lunch.
That's not an adventure.
There'll be potatoes.
Can we bring our picture books to read in the car?
We're not going in the car, Peppa. We're walking there instead.
Walking? All the way to Granny and Grandpa's house?
Yes, there's a shortcut through the park.
Will there be dragons and fairies in the park?
Not that I know of.
But it will be a nice walk.
But there won't be any magic.
Maybe, if we look hard enough, we might see some.
Peppa and George have arrived at the park.
It doesn't feel like a magic place.
Oh, I don't know. It feels a bit magic to me.
Yes, this is like the path in Little Red Riding Hood.
I wouldn't be surprised if we bumped into the big bad wolf.
Hello there.
It is Mr. Wolf.
Hello, Mr. Wolf. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Just a little bit hungry. I'm trying to decide where to go for lunch.
I'm going to my granny's house for lunch.
Are you really?
Yes.
Is it far?
Not far. This is the shortcut. We'll be there soon.
Very good. Oh, well, catch you later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. That was just like Little Red Riding Hood. Meeting Mr. Wolf in the middle of the woods when I'm going to Granny's house.
Which way now, Daddy Pig?
I'm not sure.
There's a little house over there. Let's ask them the way.
Hello?
Is there anybody home? I wonder who lives here in the middle of the woods.
There are 3 chairs.
And 3 bowls of porridge.
Hello, Peppa.
Here are Belinda Bear and Mummy and Daddy Bear.
Hello there. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Bear. Sorry to trouble you.
The door was open, so we came inside.
It's quite all right. It's lovely to see you.
Are you going to stay for lunch, Peppa? It's porridge. It's not too hot or too cold, but just right.
We're actually on our way to have lunch at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Could you point us in the right direction, please?
That path there will take you to Granny Pig's house.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. Wow. That was just like Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
Yes, with a little house and 3 chairs.
And 3 bowls of porridge.
We are in a fairy tale.
Peppa has arrived at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Granny Pig, we're here.
Hello?
Oh,
Here is Mr. Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, why are you here?
I'm just round for something to eat. Your granny has made a lovely lunch.
Yes, I've made a lovely lunch and it's ready now. Come inside.
Hello, Peppa. Hello.
Wendy Wolf has come for lunch too.
Lunch is served.
Hooray! Potatoes!
Ho, ho! You can never have too many potatoes.
Wendy, I've had an adventure in the fairy tale woods. Ooh, what's the fairy tale woods? It's where you live inside a fairy story.
Peppa loves fairy stories. Everyone loves fairy stories.
Digger World.
Peppa and George are visiting Digger World.
Digger, digger. George likes diggers. I like diggers too.
And today, you'll both be driving real diggers.
Wow.
Here is Mr. Potato. Welcome to Digger World, where all your digger dreams come true. This is the Sand Digger ride.
Ooh.
Peppa and George, jump on board. Mummy and Daddy Pig, you have to pedal.
Oh.
Now, fill up this big bucket with sand.
This is fun.
Yes, fun.
Excellent work, children. Now we flip the bucket over, give it a tap, and voila!
Hooray!
Peppa and George have made a big sandcastle.
Let's go to the next ride.
This is the wall building ride. Stack the soft blocks to make a wall.
Hurry up, Mummy.
OK, Peppa.
Pedal faster, Mummy.
Oh, I'm going as fast as I can, Peppa.
Nearly finished. There. A lovely wall.
Here comes George with a demolition digger.
Meow.
Oh dear, George has knocked down Peppa's wall.
George, you naughty piggy.
Ho-ho! Building things up, then knocking them down. It's all part of the fun at Digger World. This is the grabber machine.
How do we play this one?
Let's hope it's not pedal-powered.
Mummy and Daddy Pig do the peddling.
Oh.
Peppa and George use the grabber to win a lovely prize.
Ooh.
There are Mr. Potato dolls or toy dinosaurs to be won.
Dinosaur. OK, George, let's get a dinosaur. This way, George. No, that way. Back, forward, down. Hooray! We've got the dinosaur. Oh.
The dinosaur toy is too heavy for the grabber. Oh, try again.
Oh no! We got a Mr. Potato doll!
The Mr. Potato doll is just the right weight for the grabber. Aren't you lucky? And he's yours to keep.
Oh.
But the best news is you have earned your digger badges. You are fully qualified digger drivers.
Hooray!
Thank you for visiting Digger World, where all your digger dreams come true. Bye.
Bye-bye. I really like Digger World because we get to drive...
Stop! It is Mr. Bull.
What's the matter, Mr. Bull?
We're building a wall across the road.
Digger! Mr. Bull, can we drive your digger?
Oh, I'm afraid children can't drive diggers.
But we've been to Digger World. We've got badges.
Oh, that's okay then. Hop aboard. I'll drive the digger and you can have the important job of pushing the buttons. Okay, now, push the button.
What? This red one?
No, the green one! Ah!
The digger has knocked over the new wall.
Sorry, Mr. Bull.
Building things up, then knocking them down. It's all part of the fun with diggers.
Peppa and George love diggers. Everyone loves diggers.
Baby Alexander.
Peppa and George's cousins are coming to visit today.
Mummy, how long before Cousin Chloe is here?
Not long now, Peppa. Baby Alexander is coming too, remember?
Oh, babies cry all the time. They're so noisy.
I'm sure baby Alexander won't be that noisy.
What's that sound?
Is it a car alarm?
Is it a fire engine?
No, it's Baby Alexander.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, George. Hello, Cousin Chloe.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Uncle Pig.
Hello, Auntie Pig.
You remember Baby Alexander, don't you, Peppa?
Are you staying for a few days?
No, this is what Alexander needs for just one day.
Can't go anywhere without all these baby things.
Oh.
Hello, baby Alexander. He can't talk, Peppa. If he can't talk, then how do you know what he wants?
We guess. I'm guessing he's hungry.
Peppa, would you like to help feed Alexander?
Yes, please.
It is lunchtime for baby Alexander.
Cousin Peppa is going to feed you today, Alexander.
Here you are, baby. Oh, here it is. He keeps turning his head.
Feeding baby Alexander is quite hard.
Watch this. Here comes the aeroplane. Woo!
Alexander likes it if you pretend the spoon is an aeroplane.
You have a go, Peppa.
Here comes the aeroplane. Open your mouth and in through the doors. Hooray! That was an aeroplane. Can you say aeroplane? I told you he can't talk.
He hasn't even said his first word yet.
Peppa, Do you remember what your first word was?
No.
It was Mummy.
I thought Peppa's first word was Daddy.
No, Mummy.
What was George's first word? Dinosaur.
George's first word was dinosaur.
Somebody looks like they had a good lunch.
Yes, bath time, I think. Baby Alexander is having a bath.
This is Mr. Dinosaur. Can you say dinosaur? Go, go. He can't talk, Peppa. But he will talk one day. Then you'll know what he wants.
What do you want to do now, Alexander?
Go, go. I think he wants to go for a walk.
He can't walk yet, but he can go out in his buggy.
That's a clever little buggy.
Yes, 5 gears, mudguards and ABS as standard.
Blah, blah, blah. That's how daddies talk.
Alexander likes it when you talk, Peppa.
That's because I am very interesting. This is the sky. Can you say sky? Go, go. The sky is where rain comes from. Can you say rain? Rain is good for ducks and plants and making muddy puddles.
Peppa has found a big muddy puddle.
Look, Alexander. I'm jumping up and down in a puddle. I love jumping up and down in puddles. Puddles.
Ooh.
Alexander has said his first word. Puddles!
Hooray! Puddles! And I taught him to say it. Puddles. The carnival.
Peppa and her family have come to watch the carnival.
Hello.
Here are Susie Sheep and Molly Mole.
Hello, Peppa. Have you come to watch the carnival? Yes. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. With fire-breathing dragons. And magic people flying.
Let's hope it really is that great.
What's that? Is it starting?
No, that's just someone sweeping the road before the carnival comes. Oh, it actually sounds quite good.
They're using brushes and dustbins to make music.
The carnival has begun. Here is Mr. Bull and his fancy jazz band. It is Mr. Pony, the optician.
Hello. Look, Pedro's on the lorry. Hello. Hello, Pedro. I wish I was in the carnival. Me too. Oh, what's that? Hello. Wow, there's a boat sailing on the road.
It is Captain Dog and Danny Dog.
Oh, look! It's Miss Rabbit's rescue service.
But where's Miss Rabbit?
Miss Rabbit is the carnival queen.
Ooh. She's not doing much, is she?
Well, that makes a change from all the jobs Miss Rabbit normally does.
She's probably quite happy to put her feet up.
Here is Mr. Potato.
Please welcome your friend and mine, Mr. Potato!
Mr. Potato has a big balloon tied to the back of his car.
Wow! That must be the biggest balloon in the world.
Up, down, all together now. Mr. Potato is coming to town.
Oh, no! The string has come loose.
Ah, my
Balloon! It's okay! I've caught it! Oh! I'm flying away! Help!
We have to call the rescue service.
Hello? Miss Rabbit's rescue service?
Mr. Potato's hanging from a balloon.
Help! Help!
I'll be right there. Wait a mo. I can't go and rescue with all this on. Who wants to be Carnival Queen while I do some rescuing?
Me!
There you go.
I think I should be the queen because I am very good at being bossy. I can be bossy too. I should be the queen because I am the best at waving.
Why don't you all take it in turns to be queen?
OK, I'll wear the crown. I'll sit on the throne and I'll wear the cloak.
Help! Help! Miss Rabbit is going to rescue Mr. Potato.
I'll just fly up from underneath.
Ah! Watch out!
Oh, sorry, Mr. Potato. Hang on, I'll go above.
Miss Rabbit, what is your plan?
I never have a plan. I just make it up as I go along.
Autopilot on. Have a nice day.
Autopilots fly helicopters on their own.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Now, how can we get this balloon down? Shall I pop it?
No, don't pop the balloon!
Oh, OK. I'll untie the knot.
Miss Rabbit is going to let the air out of the balloon. Wait!
There.
Miss Rabbit has rescued Mr. Potato. Thank you!
Now I can get back to being the Carnival Queen.
Oh, I think we've got 3 Carnival Queens now.
This is the best carnival ever.
Peppa loves carnivals. Everybody loves carnivals.
Nursery Rhymes.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, today we are doing nursery rhymes.
Ooh!
Who has a favourite nursery rhyme?
My favourite is Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, yes!
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. I like that one. It had a sheep in it.
That was lovely, Peppa. Thank you. Who else has a favourite nursery rhyme?
I like Little Bo Peep.
And can you sing, Little Bo Peep?
Yes, and it goes like this. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. I don't like that one. It's about sheep getting lost. It's too sad.
Yes. Does anyone know a nursery rhyme that isn't about sheep?
Me!
Yes, Pedro?
Ba ba black sheep. Oh, sorry. I know one about a cat.
Oh, splendid, Candy. Can you share it with us?
Hey diddle-diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog loved to see such fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Dishes running away with spoons? And cows jumping over moons? Crazy stuff. Who's next?
I know a rhyme about a mouse.
Very good, Freddy.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
Oh, that one makes a lot more sense. Mice do like to run around.
Madam Gazelle, I know a rhyme that has numbers in it.
Excellent, Wendy. Please share it with the class.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right.
Oh, the poor little fish was frightened. It was kind to throw it back.
Madam Gazelle,
Yes, Pedro?
I like Robin Hood.
Okay. And does Robin Hood have a rhyme?
Yes. Robin Hood lived in a wood. He was very good at jumping in mud.
Very good, Pedro.
I made it up myself. Madam Gazelle, I know a rhyme about marching. We have to go outside. Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they're up, they're up. And when they're down, they're down. And when they're only halfway up, they're neither up nor down.
That was good exercise.
Madam Gazelle, do you have a favourite nursery rhyme?
But of course, Pedro. Would you all like to sing it with me?
Yes, please.
Everybody, hold hands. Ring-a-ring-a-roses,
A pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.
Peppa loves nursery rhymes. Everybody loves nursery rhymes.
Grumpy Rabbit's Dinosaur Park.
Today is Freddy Fox's birthday, and all the children are going on a big adventure.
Where are we going for your birthday, Freddy? I don't know, but I can't wait to get there.
We're here.
Welcome to Grumpy Rabbit's Dinosaur Park!
Dinosaur.
George loves dinosaurs.
Are there really dinosaurs here?
No, just pretend ones.
Phew. Real dinosaurs died out 65 million years ago.
Edmund knows a lot about dinosaurs. He is a clever clogs.
But we've got better than real dinosaurs. We've got singing dinosaurs.
We are the dinosaurs, the dinosaurs, the dinosaurs. We are the dinosaurs. Listen to us roar. They're a bit small.
Yes. Aren't dinosaurs meant to be big?
Ah, yes. We do have a big dinosaur, a real whopper. Would you like to meet it?
Yes, please.
These are its footprints. We just have to follow them.
Ooh.
These footprints look very real. Are you sure there's no living dinosaurs about, Grumpy Rabbit?
Quite sure, Daddy Pig. Over the boulders, everyone! Across the bridge! Through the cave!
Oh, their footprints have stopped. Look! There are some green steps. It's a big slide! Whee! Whee! Whoa! Whee! Wow! It's a big dinosaur!
Yes, it's my whopping, ginormous dinosaur slide! Ah!
That is some dinosaur.
He's a Brontosaurus.
Actually, the correct name is Apatosaurus.
You're a bit of a clever clogs, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, my little explorers. Are you ready for the next bit of the adventure?
Yes, Grumpy Rabbit!
We have to find an egg.
An egg? But eggs are little. It could be anywhere. Leave it to me. Foxes love hunting for eggs.
Freddy Fox has a very good sense of smell.
Wow! What an egg! It's huge! Why is the egg so big?
It's a dinosaur egg.
Is it real?
No, it's better than real. It's pretend. Watch this.
The dinosaur egg has a birthday cake inside it.
It's not a pretend cake, is it, Grumpy Rabbit?
No, the cake is very real and very tasty. Who wants some?
Me! Me!
Birthday boy first. Here you go, Freddy.
Happy birthday, Freddy!
Time for a bit of song and dance. Everyone, copy me. Do the stomp, do the dinosaur stomp, do the roar, do the dinosaur roar. Stomp, 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 roar, roar, roar. Do the dinosaur stomp, stomp, roar.
This is my best birthday ever. Washing.
Daddy Pig is doing the washing this morning.
Daddy, what's that shirt?
It's my football shirt.
Daddy's playing football this afternoon.
Ooh.
But first, I have to go to work. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Poor Daddy, having to go to work.
Oh, poor Daddy.
Come on, let's play.
Yes, let's play.
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. George loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Mummy Pig loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Oh dear.
Mummy, we splashed Daddy's football shirt with mud. Oh.
Don't worry, we'll just wash it. It'll be washed in no time, and Daddy won't know it was ever muddy. Let's find some more things to put in the machine.
Oh, my dress is a bit muddy.
Mummy Pig and George have found more things to wash.
Very good, George. We put the clothes in here, and then we switch it on.
The washing machine is filling up with hot, soapy water.
Splosh, 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 splosh.
The washing machine is making the whole room shake.
Oh, Peppa, where's your dress?
I'm washing it.
What? Oh, no.
Look, Mummy, my red dress is all nice and clean.
Yes, Peppa, but look what it's done to everything else.
Oh dear, Peppa's red dress has made all the white clothes pink.
Pink isn't a very good colour for a football shirt.
Ooh.
Daddy Pig is home from work.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Daddy.
Daddy Pig, we've got a bit of a problem and,
Tell me later, Mummy Pig. I've got to get ready for football. Now, where's my football shirt?
Here.
Don't be silly, Peppa. That's one of Mummy's dresses. It's pink.
No, Daddy, it's your football shirt.
It got a bit muddy.
So we washed it.
And it all went a bit wrong. Sorry, Daddy.
But I can't wear a pink football shirt.
Why not, Daddy? Pink is a lovely colour.
What do you think, George?
Yuck.
George does not like pink. Here are Daddy Pig's friends, Mr. Bull, Mr. Rabbit, Mr. Pony and Mr. Zebra.
Moo! Is Daddy Pig coming out to play?
He'll just be a moment.
My team are in white. I need a white shirt.
But, Daddy, you have a white shirt. Just take off your jacket. See?
Fantastic. Thank you, Peppa. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Daddy Pig. Like your shirt.
Very smart.
Thank you. Come on, let's play football.
Yes!
Go!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Daddy, you've made your shirt all muddy.
Of course, Peppa. Football shirts are meant to be muddy.
Daddy Pig loves playing football. Everyone loves playing football, especially when it's muddy.
The train ride.
Today, Peppa and her friends are going on a train ride. Mr. Rabbit is the station master. How many tickets?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 child tickets and 1 teacher ticket, please. Now, children, do not lose these tickets.
Can I see your tickets, please?
I've lost my ticket.
Oh, dear Pedro, you must be more careful.
There's your ticket.
Oh, try not to lose it again.
Here comes the train. Choo-choo!
Miss Rabbit is the train driver.
All aboard!
Hooray! Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train is on the track. Half and puff, clickety-clickety-clack.
Oh, here are your activity sheets.
The children have to spot everything that is on the activity sheet.
A boat, a signal box, and a tunnel. I can see trees. Are trees on the list? No. I can see clouds. Are clouds on the list? No. I can see Grandad Dog.
Ahoy there!
Hello, Grandad Dog! Is Grandad Dog on the list? Silly Peppa. My Grandad won't be on the list. But he is sailing a boat. And a boat is on the list. Hooray!
The children tick the boat on their activity sheets. Tickets, please. Mr. Rabbit has come to check everyone's ticket.
I think I've lost my ticket.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Meow. There's your ticket, Pedro. You were sitting on it.
Now you try not to lose it again, Pedro. The train is going slowly uphill. The train is going quickly downhill.
Madam Gazelle, I feel a bit sick. Can I go to the front, please?
OK, Pedro. You can go to the front of the train.
Do-da-dum-dum-da-dee-da. Hello, Pedro. Not feeling very well. Would you like to drive the train for a bit?
Yes, please. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train was on the track. Half and puff, the train was on the track. A signal box. That's on our list. Hooray!
The children tick the signal box on their activity sheets. The signal has stopped the train so that someone important can cross.
It's Mrs. Duck and her friends. Oh, we still haven't seen a tunnel. Oh, it's gone dark. We're in a tunnel.
The tunnel is the last thing on the activity sheet.
Hooray!
Last stop!
Wall change! Everybody up now!
But Madam Gazelle, how are we going to get home?
Oh, Peppa, we are back where we started.
The train has gone in a big circle. Tickets, please.
Pedro's lost his ticket again.
Pedro, can I have my hat back, please?
There's Pedro's ticket. Oh, that's where I put it. A trip to the moon.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa is playing with her bouncy ball. George and his friend Edmund Elephant are playing with their space toys.
Moon, moon.
George is pretending that the bouncy ball is the moon.
I was playing with that ball. Oh!
Edmund's space toy has landed on Peppa's head.
This looks fun. Are you going to the moon?
It's just boring space stuff for babies, Daddy. It's not real.
But space is real, Peppa. And there are real rockets that go to the moon.
The museum has a show all about the moon.
Shall we go and see it?
Yay! Will we really have to go to the moon?
No, Peppa, we're not going to the moon.
We're going to the museum.
OK.
Here is the museum.
Hello, everyone. Have you come to see the moon show?
Yes, Miss Rabbit. 5 tickets, please.
There you are. Enjoy your trip to the moon.
Oh, we really are going to the moon.
No, Peppa. It's just pretend.
This way for our trip to the moon. Mr. Rabbit is the tour guide.
Ooh.
Prepare for takeoff.
It's just pretend, isn't it?
That's right, Peppa. It's just pretend.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
We live on a planet. Does anyone know what it is called?
The Earth.
That's right.
I'm a bit of an expert at space things.
There are 7 other planets that go around our sun. Does anyone know what they are called?
Mercury,
Oh, well done, Edmund.
Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus.
Edmund knows all about space.
I'm a clever clogs.
Does anyone know what these planets are made of?
They're made of cardboard.
These models are made of cardboard, but the real planets are made of rock and ice and gas.
But of course the moon is made of cheese.
No, the moon is made of rock. And this is a serious tour, so no jokes and no giggling. Here we are on the moon.
It's a pretend moon, really, isn't it?
Yes, if this was the real moon, you could jump over my head.
Ooh!
Does anyone know why we can jump so high on the moon?
Gravity!
Oh, that's right, Edmund. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground. It is weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher.
Ooh!
We can make you feel like you're jumping on the moon with the help of science.
That sounds impressive. How do you do that?
With big rubber bands. Everyone is strapped into Mr. Rabbit's anti-gravity rubber bands. Bouncing on the pretend moon is fun.
Say moon cheese.
Moon cheese!
And that is the end of the tour. Please walk this way.
Are there trees on the moon?
No.
Are there any cars on the moon?
No.
Are there any moon shops?
No. That would be silly.
Welcome to the moon shop. We've got moon maps, moon books. We've even got a picture of piggies on the moon with an elephant.
Look, there we are, jumping on the moon.
We've got moon rock too. It's got a picture of the moon all the way through the middle.
Ooh!
How about some real moon cheese?
How much is it, Miss Rabbit?
£5, please.
£5?
It's all for a good cause.
I like the moon now because it's very interesting.
And very tasty.
Spider web.
Daddy Pig is hard at work in the study.
Daddy Pig, this study is a complete mess.
It's not that bad.
There are lots of cobwebs.
I love cobwebs. They give the room character.
Cobwebs mean spiders, and I don't like spiders.
I do. Spiders catch flies, and flies are horrid.
Well, as long as I don't have to see a spider.
Ah! A spider! Hello, Mr. Skinny Legs. Oh, where have you gone?
Find it. I don't want it in the house.
Everyone is looking for Mr. Skinnylegs. Mr. Skinnylegs is not in the filing cabinet.
Oh,
Mr. Skinnylegs is not under the chair.
Oh.
Mr. Skinnylegs is not on the table.
Oh, I wonder where Mr. Skinnylegs is. Ho, ho! It sounds like Mummy has found him.
Don't be scared, Mummy.
Get rid of it!
OK, we'll take Mr. Skinnylegs into the garden. Now Mr. Skinnylegs has got the whole garden to play in.
Bye-bye, Mr. Skinnylegs.
It is starting to rain. Mr. Skinnylegs is running back to the house.
Maybe he doesn't like the rain.
He's climbing up the water spout.
Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
I don't want Mr. Skinnylegs in the house, Daddy Pig.
Let's take Mr. Skinnylegs a bit further into the garden. There we are. A nice tree for you to live in.
What is he doing?
He's making a web, Peppa. Spiders live in webs and use them to catch flies.
Oh, he's very busy.
Yes, it's hard work building a web. That's why you must never, ever break one. If you do, the spider has to do all the work again.
Yes, Daddy. Bye-bye, Mr. Skinnylegs.
It is bedtime.
I liked watching Mr. Skinnylegs make his web today.
And tomorrow, he'll make another web.
Really?
Yes, Mr. Skinnylegs makes a new web every day.
Where will the new web be, Daddy?
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Good night.
Night-night.
It is morning. Daddy Pig is getting ready to go to work.
I don't want to be late. I have an important meeting at the office.
Daddy, you work very hard.
Yes, I do, but not as hard as Mr. Skinnylegs. Bye-bye, everyone. See you tonight.
Stop, Daddy.
What is it?
You cannot drive the car today.
Why not?
Look.
Mr. Skinnylegs has built a web, joining the car to the house.
Daddy, you said you must never, ever break a web.
Did I?
Yes, Daddy Pig. If you move the car, you will break the web.
But how am I going to get to work?
Don't worry, Daddy. You can borrow my little bicycle. Here you are.
Thank you, Peppa.
Daddy Pig is riding Peppa's little bicycle.
Have a nice ride to work.
I will, Peppa. Bye.
Bye.
Daddy Pig works very hard. But Mr. Skinnylegs works even harder.
George's balloon.
Peppa and George have had a day out with Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Ice cream.
It is Miss Rabbit's ice cream stall.
Let's stop for ice cream.
Why not? I think we deserve it.
Hello there.
Hello, Miss Rabbit. 4 ice creams, please.
Coming right up. What flavours would you like?
Strawberry for me, please.
Chocolate for me, please.
Banana for me, please.
Dinosaur.
Oh, I don't think they have dinosaur ice cream.
I think George wants a dinosaur balloon.
Do you not want an ice cream, George?
No. Dinosaur.
Oh, how much is the little balloon?
£10.
£10?
It's all for a good cause. There you go, George. Hold it tight. Don't let go.
George has let go of the balloon.
Ah! Maybe I'll hold this very valuable balloon for the journey home.
George loves his dinosaur balloon. Peppa and George have arrived back at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Hold it tight this time, George. Don't let go.
Why? Oh, George. In the world, there are two sorts of balloons. The up balloon and the down balloon. That is an up balloon. If you let it go, it will go up and up and up, all the way to the moon. Moon. Grandpa!
Oh! Got you. Perhaps we should go indoors before we lose your balloon, George. Your balloon will be safe in here.
Hello, Polly. George has got a new balloon. Balloon!
Don't you pop it, Polly. George loves his balloon.
Oh.
George has let go of his balloon again.
Don't worry, George. It won't fly away because the roof is in the way. Oh, it's gone through the door. It's going up the stairs. It's going into the attic.
Don't worry. There's only one way out of the attic, and that is through the roof window, which is always kept closed. Oh, dear.
The roof window is not closed.
Catch it, Grandpa!
I can't, Peppa. It's in the sky.
George, your balloon is going to the moon. You'll never see it again.
Daddy Pig has come to take Peppa and George home.
Hello. Have you had a lovely time?
We bought George a dinosaur balloon.
But George let it go, and it's flying to the moon.
There must be some way we can get it back.
Balloon!
Look! Polly Parrot is flying after the balloon.
Polly Parrot to the rescue.
Go, Polly, go!
Polly Parrot has rescued George's balloon.
Hooray!
Who's a clever Polly?
Who's a clever Polly? George, don't let go of your balloon again.
I know. We'll tie the string to your wrist, George.
What a good idea.
George loves his dinosaur balloon. Everyone loves George's dinosaur balloon.
George catches a cold.
Today it is raining a little bit.
Peppa, George, put your rain clothes on.
When it rains, Peppa and George must wear their rain clothes.
Yuck!
George does not like wearing his rain hat.
George, you must keep your hat on.
Why?
Because you must keep dry.
Why?
Because you might catch a cold.
Why?
George, do you want to play in the garden? Then keep your hat on.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are going to jump in muddy puddles.
Yuck!
George does not want to wear his rain hat.
Peppa, George!
Come inside. The rain's too heavy to play in now.
Oh, George, where's your hat?
Achoo!
George has caught a cold.
Achoo!
Oh, poor little George. You don't sound well.
Don't worry. I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. I see. Put George to bed and I'll be straight round.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Goodbye.
Will George be taken to hospital and given medicine?
No. George just has to go to bed.
Oh, so George is not really properly ill. Achoo! Ugh, that's disgusting.
Poor George. Let's get you straight to bed.
George, you have to stay in bed for a bit.
No.
George does not want to stay in bed.
Achoo.
George, you have to stay in bed until you are better.
Why?
Because you have to keep warm.
Why?
Because Dr. Brown Bear says so.
Hello, where's my patient? Open wide and say, ah.
George is a little bit worried.
Peppa, you're big and brave. Can you show George how to say, ah?
Of course. Ah! Ah!
George has caught a cold.
Does George need medicine?
No, but he can have some nice warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
George has been in bed all day. Now it is Peppa's bedtime.
George, are you better? Achoo!
George is not better.
Achoo! George, please don't sneeze so loudly. This is impossible.
George, here's some nice warm milk to help you sleep.
The warm milk makes George feel very, very sleepy.
Good night, my little piggies.
Ah, it's so nice and quiet.
It is morning. George has slept very well. George is better.
Come on, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day.
George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold.
Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat.
Why?
Because it's hot and sunny.
Why? George, can you stop saying why all the time? Why?
George certainly is better.
Potato City.
Peppa and her family are going to Potato City.
What is Potato City, Mummy?
It's a theme park, Peppa, where the magic of vegetables never ends.
It sounds a bit boring.
It will be fun. Potato City, here we come. Here we are.
The family have arrived at a field of potatoes.
Is this Potato City?
It must be. And it looks like we picked the right day to visit. There are no crowds.
Are you sure this is the right place, Daddy Pig? It just looks like a farmer's field to me.
Excuse me, is this Potato City?
No, that's Potato City.
It isn't quite what I was expecting.
It's fantastic.
How many tickets?
2 adults and 2 children, please, Miss Rabbit.
Busy, isn't it?
Busy? No, this is quiet for Potato City. Have a lovely day.
Peppa's friends have come to Potato City too.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa.
And this is Mr. Potato himself. Welcome to Potato City, where the magic of vegetables never ends.
Ooh.
See how vegetables grow, learn how they keep us fit and healthy, and get shot into space by the potato rocket. Peppa and her friends are going to ride on the potato rocket. George wants to ride on the potato rocket too.
Are you sure, George? It looks a bit high.
Daddy Pig doesn't like heights.
Moo! Hurry up, Daddy Pig!
Oh, I'm not getting on.
George is too small to go on his own.
Oh, OK. Make it quick.
Oh, it's very quick.
George has changed his mind.
Oh, dear, George. come to Mummy.
Maybe I'll just get off too.
Chocks away!
Have fun, Daddy Pig.
Oh, it stopped. Well, I'm glad that's all over.
This is brilliant!
Everybody off!
That was fun, wasn't it, Daddy?
Yes, lots of fun.
Mummy, what's that?
Go round and put your head through that hole.
Now what happens? Susie, you're a tomato. Look, I'm a carrot. Oh, yes. And I'm a pumpkin.
Welcome to the Dinosaur Garden.
Ooh.
Say hello to my dinosaur friends. Don't be frightened. They are not real. But this is exactly how they would have looked walking the earth together.
No, it's not.
What?
Triceratops lived in the Cretaceous period. The Stegosaurus was Jurassic. They would not have walked together.
How do you know that?
I'm a clever clogs.
Anyway, who wants to ride one?
Me. Why have you got dinosaurs in Potato City?
Because dinosaurs ate potatoes?
No.
Anyway, children like dinosaurs.
Dinosaur!
Roll up for the vegetable roundabout swing thing.
A vegetable roundabout swing thing. I like Potato City because it teaches you about vegetables and swings you round and round.
Potato City, where the magic of vegetables never ends.
Danny's Pirate Party.
Today is Danny Dog's birthday. He is having a party.
Yo-ho-ho!
Everyone has come dressed as pirates.
Yo-ho-ho!
Pedro Pony is dressed as a cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Ahoy there, me hearties!
It is Grandad Dog, dressed as a pirate.
Hello, Grandad Dog.
Call me Dogbeard.
Hello, Dogbeard.
Which of ye scurvy pirates crave a ration of swashbuckling o'er the briny seas?
Why is he talking funny? That's pirate talk.
If you want to play my pirate game, say arr.
Arr! Is it a dangerous game?
No, Pedro. Grandad Dog has promised me it will be a very safe game.
Aww.
But it will be exciting. So who wants to play?
Arr!
Here be the plan. Time was, I had a heap of gold that was mine by right, but I was horn-swoggled by one Captain Hog.
What?
Pirate talk is a bit difficult to understand.
Captain Hog took my treasure.
Oh!
Know you that Captain Hog is a fearsome pirate? Some of you may already know him as Grandpa Pig.
Ah, Grandpa Pig!
The game is to go to Captain Hog's hideout and get back my treasure without being caught.
Hooray!
Everyone is excited to be playing the pirate game.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. We're on our way.
Jolly good.
Jolly good.
Grandpa Pig and Polly Parrot are guarding the pirate treasure.
Be the black galleon fast and the wind at our backs, we'll away!
What does that mean?
Run to the boat!
Yo-ho-ho! Yeehaw!
Whoa there! Put your life jackets on.
On Grandad Dog's boat, all the children must wear life jackets.
That scurvy Dogbeard should be here by now.
Here's a nice cup of tea, Grandpa Pig.
Oh, thank you, Granny Pig.
At last. Are we all ready now?
Mr. Dogbeard, I need to go to the toilet. And me. And me. And me. And me. And me.
What can be keeping them? Hello? Grandad Dog? I thought you said you were on your way.
Yes, we're almost there. It's taken a while to get my crew together. Anchors away! Full sail!
Aye, Dog-Beard!
Jolly pirates we, that sail the deep blue sea, to find the golden treasure, full sail, ahoy, ye Land ahoy!
The children have arrived at Grandpa Pig's orchard.
The game is to get that treasure without being caught.
Hooray for the pirates!
Shush, Mummy!
I hope there are no pirates around here trying to take my lovely treasure.
Peppa and her friends have got the coins without being caught.
It's chocolate coins!
Everybody loves chocolate coins.
Yum, yum, yum!
Aha! Got you!
Grandad Dog has been caught.
Try and take my treasure, would you?
'Tis mine! I won it fair and square!
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did!
Thank you, Captain Hog and Dogbeard, for the lovely pirate game.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Oh, yes. It's been lots of fun.
Happy birthday, Danny! This be the best pirate party ever! Granny Pig's chickens.
Peppa and George are having a sleepover at Granny and Grandpa's house.
Granny Pig! Gangy Egg!
Hello, my little ones.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye, Mummy.
Come and see where you're going to sleep tonight. This was Mummy Pig's room when she was a little piggy.
In olden times.
And this is the bed Mummy slept on.
Ooh, bouncy bed.
You're just like your mummy when she was little.
Did Mummy bounce on the bed?
Of course.
But Mummy tells us not to bounce on the bed.
When Mummy was a little piggy, she was cheeky, just like you.
Was she?
Yes. Now, let's go and see Grandpa Pig in the garden.
Grandpa Pig! Papa Egg!
Hello, Peppa. Hello, George. Come and see my carrots.
Grandpa Pig is very proud of his vegetables.
Ooh!
And here are my peas.
Ah!
But best of all are my lettuces. Oh, no! My lettuces!
I think the birds have eaten them, Grandpa.
Yes, birds.
Why didn't Mr. Scarecrow scare them away?
Because the birds that ate my lettuces are very stupid.
What's the matter, Grandpa Pig?
Your friends have been eating my vegetables again.
Which friends?
Tom, Dick and Harry.
Those aren't their names.
Granny Pig has chickens.
Wow!
Say hello to Jemima, Sarah and Vanessa.
Hello.
And here is Neville.
Is Neville a boy chicken?
Yes, Peppa. He's a cockerel.
He's the worst, scratching up my vegetables.
Neville wouldn't hurt a fly.
I've seen him eat flies. And he ate my lettuce.
You don't want to eat Grandpa's lettuce, do you? Not when there's lovely corn to eat. Come on, this way home. Peppa, George, would you like to feed corn to the chickens?
Yes, please, Granny. Here you are, chickens. Eat up. Ooh, you've got a Wendy house.
That's the chicken coop. It's where the chickens lay their eggs.
Eggs? I can't see any eggs.
Not now, but there will be eggs soon.
Ooh.
It is bedtime for Peppa and George at Granny and Grandpa's house.
Have the chickens laid their eggs yet, Granny?
Maybe in the morning, Peppa.
How will we know when it's morning?
Neville will tell us. Now, go to sleep.
Night, night.
It is morning.
It's Neville! Thank you for waking us up, Neville. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Good morning, Jemima, Sarah and Vanessa. Do you have any eggs for us?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 eggs, Granny.
Now we'll have eggs for breakfast.
Thank you, Jemima, Sarah and Vanessa.
Boiled eggs for everyone.
Hooray! Delicious. Granny, your chickens make yummy eggs.
Yes, it's all that lovely corn they eat.
And my lettuces.
Numbers.
It is a school day for Peppa and her friends.
Aho, children. Today we will be learning all about numbers. Does anybody know what numbers are for?
Are numbers for counting?
Yes, Peppa. Who would like to do some counting now?
Me!
Okay, Pedro.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pedro has counted to 4.
Well done, Pedro. Can anyone count higher than 4?
Me!
Rebecca.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Rebecca has counted to 7.
Excellent, Rebecca.
Madam Gazelle?
Yes, Candy?
My mum can count to 10.
Wow! Yes, after 7, there is 8, 9, 10.
8, 9, 10.
Very good.
It is playtime. Rebecca Rabbit, Zoe Zebra, Susie Sheep and Peppa all like to skip.
I like sand. I like sea. I like Susie to skip with me. I like ping. I like pong. I like Zoe to skip along. I know. Let's see who can skip the most without stopping. Squeak! I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zoe wins. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Nay.
Pedro, do you want to do some skipping? No, thanks, Peppa. I'm hula hooping. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wiggle waggle wee. Hula hoop, hula hoop. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. How many can you do without stopping? 1,000,003. Wow, that's a lot. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 8. I'm a bit tired. I'll do the rest later. Can you do hula hoops, Emily? I can do them my own special way.
Emily Elephant is hula hooping with her trunk.
Hooray! I think that was about 100. George wants to play leapfrog.
George likes playing leapfrog.
Leapfrog, everybody! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Playtime is over.
Madam Gazelle, we can all count to 10 now.
Very good.
But we need to be playing to do it.
Of course. Richard, Edmund, bring the extra long skipping rope.
Hello. I've come to collect Peppa and George.
Daddy, you're too early.
Oh.
Not to worry. You can join in our game.
Oh, OK.
Is everybody ready?
Ready!
Counting to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you look tired, Daddy Pig.
I'm fine. I could skip to 100.
Good idea, Daddy Pig. To 100.
Maybe to 20.
Okay, to 20.
11, 12. Sailing boat.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George sailing. Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Here are Mr. Stallion and Mrs. Corgi. They are members of the sailing club.
Hello, we're just going out for a sail.
It's a bit early for sailing.
Yes, you can't go sailing now.
Thank you for your advice. See you later.
Grandpa, your friend said that we can't go sailing yet.
They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, bother.
Grandpa's boat is stuck in the mud.
There's no water, Grandpa.
Yes, the tide seems to be out.
So we can't go sailing?
Don't worry, the water will come back again soon and the boat will rise up.
The water is coming back.
It certainly is.
The water is lifting Grandpa's boat out of the mud.
We're bobbing up and down.
Let's go sailing.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Off we go.
I love sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Are you okay there?
Do you need any help or advice, old chap?
We're doing just fine, thank you. Bye.
Grandpa, they're going quicker than us.
There's no need to hurry when you're sailing.
We're bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. A bobbing, 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 bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up and down.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Time to head back if you don't want to miss the tide.
If you leave it too late, you'll get stuck in the mud.
Ha-ha, right you are. Goodbye. I don't listen to them. I know more about the tides than they ever will.
The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up. Oh, we've stopped bobbing.
Ah, the tide seems to have gone out.
Are we stuck in the mud, Grandpa?
Yes, but only until the tide changes. Then the water will lift us up again.
When will the water come back?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh.
We'll just have to spend the night on the boat.
A sleepover! Hooray!
I'd better give Granny Pig a call.
Hello?
Hello, Granny Pig.
We've decided to spend the night out on the boat.
You mean you've got the tides wrong?
No, of course not. I just...
We're stuck in the mud, Granny.
I knew it.
It's an adventure, Granny. We'll see you in the morning.
Where will we sleep, Grandpa?
Here. The boat has 2 little bunk beds.
Ooh.
And I will sleep on deck, under the stars.
Night-night, Grandpa.
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Peppa and George are asleep in the bunks. Grandpa Pig is asleep on the deck. The stars are twinkling in the sky above. It is morning.
We're bobbing up and down.
Look, children, the water is back.
Hooray!
Grandpa Pig's boat is floating again.
Time to sail home.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Granny Pig has come to meet Peppa and George.
Granny Pig! Thank you.
Hello, my little ones. Did you have a nice time?
Yes! We got stuck in the mud and had a sleepover.
Peppa loves sailing. Everyone loves sailing.
Peppa goes to Paris.
Peppa is going to Paris today to see her friend Delphine Donkey.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Then Paris, here we come.
Mummy, where is Paris?
Paris is in France. We go on a ferry to get there.
What is a ferry?
Haha, you'll see.
This is the ferry.
Wow! There are lots and lots of cars in here.
Let's go up on deck and breathe in some fresh sea air.
Look, Mummy! The boat is rocking about.
Yes, Peppa.
Mummy Pig doesn't like it when the boat rocks about.
All this sea air is making me hungry. Who wants to eat?
No, thank you.
The waves are getting bigger.
Here, I brought you a fried egg sandwich.
Oh!
Land ahoy!
The ferry has arrived in France.
Remember, Daddy Pig? They might drive differently here.
Oh, driving is driving, Mummy Pig. You see, it's just like driving at home.
Cochon de la roue!
Hello there. Hello.
Peppa and her family have arrived in Paris. Delphine Donkey and her family are here to meet them.
Bonjour! Bonjour, Delphine.
Bonjour means hello in French.
What would you like to see in Paris?
I want to see everything.
Oh, it is impossible to see everything.
In that case, I would like to see the real hidden Paris. The Paris that the tourists don't see.
Bravo, Mr. Pig. Tell me, which part of the real hidden Paris would you like to see first?
The Eiffel Tower.
Ah, okay.
This is the Eiffel Tower.
Wow, this is busy. Imagine what the tourist places must be like.
Look, Mummy, it's Miss Rabbit.
I didn't know you had a job here, Miss Rabbit.
Excusez-moi, I am not this Miss Rabbit. I am Mademoiselle Lapin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Souvenirs! Get your little Eiffel Towers here!
The real Eiffel Tower is really big. Can we climb up it?
It looks a bit high.
Daddy Pig does not like heights.
Do not worry, Mr. Pig. We take the elevator. Going up.
I'm glad that's over.
Oh no, that is just the first stage. Now we must climb the steps.
If you feel dizzy, Daddy Pig, just close your eyes.
Okay.
This is as high as we can go as visitors. Let's look at the view.
Ooh.
These steps are going on forever.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig is not looking where he is going. He is climbing up and up and up.
What a wonderful view of Paris.
It's lovely.
Yes. What do you think, Mr. Pig? Mr. Pig?
Where is everybody?
Daddy Pig is at the very top of the Eiffel Tower.
Hang on, Daddy Pig.
Ah!
I must call for the rescue services.
Thank goodness you're here, Miss Rabbit.
I am not this Miss Rabbit. I am Mademoiselle Lapin. Don't worry, Daddy Pig. I am going to get you down.
Ah, I'm going even higher.
What can you see, Daddy?
I can see everything.
My daddy came to Paris and he saw everything. The market.
It It is a lovely sunny day and the market has come to town.
Apples! Apples! Get your apples here.
Cheese! Smelly cheese!
Fish! Nice fresh fish!
Each market stall sells one thing. Apples, cheese, fish. Mr. Fox's stall sells everything. Violins, custard, rocket engines. Peppa and her family have come to the market to do their shopping.
Fresh apples!
Can we buy some apples, please?
What kind would you like? Big or small? Red or green?
We would like the apples that taste nice.
Why don't you try one?
Lovely.
A bag of the lovely apples, please.
Thank you.
Cheese! Cheese!
Yum, yum.
George loves cheese.
I've got a very smelly cheese here. Maybe Daddy Pig should give it a sniff.
The smell of the cheese has knocked Daddy Pig off his feet.
Wow, that's what I call a strong cheese.
Good, isn't it?
Yum, yum. George likes smelly cheese.
May we buy that one, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Fish! Nice fresh fish!
Can we buy some fish, please?
OK, I've got trout, haddock, mackerel or squid. What would you like?
They all look good.
How about I give you some of each? Then you can make a lovely fish pie.
Fish pie. Yummy.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Fish, apples, cheese. Here is Mr. Fox's store. Bananas, flower tools, handbags. I'm selling anything, really. What do you want?
Nothing, thank you. We've bought everything we need.
Apples, cheese and fish.
Ow! Why didn't you come to me first? I've got all of that.
Do you sell apples?
You've never seen apples like these. They're made of wood.
Wooden apples.
Brilliant, aren't they? They'll last forever. What else did you buy?
Cheese.
Cheese? I've got all kinds of cheese here.
They don't smell of much.
It's because they're plastic.
Made of plastic?
Yes, guaranteed to last you a lifetime. Buy one, get 4 free.
No, thank you, Mr. Fox.
You bought a fish too, didn't you? I could have sold you a better fish.
No plastic fish, thank you.
This isn't plastic. Well, actually it is. But this is an amazing toy fish. Look, it sings.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
And it only needs 24 batteries.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Can we have one, Daddy?
No.
Please? We could take it home and it could sing to us all day.
I'm sorry, Peppa, but our house doesn't need a singing fish.
OK.
Thanks, Mr. Fox, but we really do have everything we came for.
There must be something else you need. How about an antique china vase that will never break? Because it's made of plastic.
It's really lovely, but we just don't need anything.
Oh, it is raining.
Ah! We're getting all wet.
No worries. I've got just the thing. Umbrellas!
Oh, we'll take them.
Yes, 4 umbrellas, please.
Mr. Fox's stall sells everything. You see, it's lucky you came to my stall.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Fox.
And the best thing is, just for today, buy 4 umbrellas and you get a singing fish free.
Oh, goody.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Peppa loves markets. Everyone loves markets.
Soft play.
It is morning. Peppa and her family are having breakfast.
Oh, there's a letter here for George.
It's an invitation to Richard Rabbit's party.
Sounds fun. I'll take George to the party, as long as it's not at that awful soft play centre.
It says soft play.
Ah.
Daddy doesn't like the soft play centre. Last time he got stuck and was rescued by a helicopter and a fire engine and a crane.
It wasn't exactly like that, Peppa. It was only a helicopter.
I think soft play sounds lovely. I will go with you, George.
It is time for Richard Rabbit's party.
Bye! I'll be back to pick you up later.
You're very welcome to stay if you want.
It's soft play, isn't it? No thanks.
Hello. You're very welcome to stay if you want.
See you later. Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Hello, Mummy Pig. I quite understand if you don't want to stay.
No, I'll stay. Us grown-ups can have a nice quiet chat while the children play.
Oh, OK.
This is the Soft Play Centre, where everything is soft, so children can bounce, swing, squash, slide, and play.
This is great! The children are having so much fun.
Yes, I just hope we can get them out at the end.
The little children have been playing all day.
Home time, children! That was a lovely party, wasn't it?
Yes!
Have you all had fun?
Yes!
Are you ready to go home now?
No!
Oh, my goodness! We're never going to get them out.
There's only one thing for it. I'll have to go in.
Good luck!
Ah! I'm stuck! Help!
Don't worry, I'm coming in. I'm nearly there. Oh no, I'm stuck too. Help!
Hello!
Mr. Elephant has come to collect Edmund Elephant.
Mr. Elephant!
Help! We're stuck.
No problem, ladies. I'll get you out.
No, don't! You'll get stuck. It's a trap.
Ah! I'm stuck.
Daddy Pig, Peppa and Susie have come to collect George.
Ah, what good little children you are. Where are your parents?
Help!
We're stuck!
Ho, ho! That usually happens to me. That is going to happen to me, isn't it? I'm going to go in there and get stuck.
Me and Susie can go in. We're smaller.
That's kind of you both, but it is my job. As a grown-up, I must do this.
But Daddy!
Don't worry, Peppa. If I get stuck, I will ring for the rescue services. Ah, yes, I'm stuck. Lucky I've got my phone.
Hello? Rescue service?
Oh, you're in here too?
Yes, I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
So there's no one to rescue us.
We're here, Daddy. We will rescue the grown-ups.
That tickles.
Well, hey!
Thank you, Peppa and Susie, for rescuing us. Hip, hip,
Hooray! Now we can all go home.
The little ones have gone back inside.
Peppa, can you bring the little ones out now?
Yes, Daddy. But we might have to play a bit first.
Peppa and Susie love the Soft Play Centre. Everyone loves the Soft Play Centre.
Nursery Rhymes.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, today we are doing nursery rhymes.
Ooh!
Who has a favourite nursery rhyme?
My favourite is Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, yes!
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. I like that one. It had a sheep in it.
That was lovely, Peppa. Thank you. Who else has a favourite nursery rhyme?
I like Little Bo Peep.
And can you sing, Little Bo Peep?
Yes, and it goes like this. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. I don't like that one. It's about sheep getting lost. It's too sad.
Yes. Does anyone know a nursery rhyme that isn't about sheep?
Me!
Yes, Pedro?
Ba ba black sheep. Oh, sorry. I know one about a cat.
Oh, splendid, Candy. Can you share it with us?
Hey diddle-diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog loved to see such fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Dishes running away with spoons? And cows jumping over moons? Crazy stuff. Who's next?
I know a rhyme about a mouse.
Very good, Freddy.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
Oh, that one makes a lot more sense. Mice do like to run around.
Madam Gazelle, I know a rhyme that has numbers in it.
Excellent, Wendy. Please share it with the class.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right.
Oh, the poor little fish was frightened. It was kind to throw it back.
Madam Gazelle?
Yes, Pedro?
I like Robin Hood.
Okay. And does Robin Hood have a rhyme?
Yes. Robin Hood lived in a wood. He was very good at jumping in mud.
Very good, Pedro.
I made it up myself. Madam Gazelle, I know a rhyme about marching. We have to go outside. Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they're up, they're up. And when they're down, they're down. And when they're only halfway up, they're neither up nor down.
That was good exercise.
Madam Gazelle, do you have a favourite nursery rhyme?
But of course, Pedro. Would you all like to sing it with me?
Yes, please.
Everybody, hold hands. Ring-a-ring-a-roses,
a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.
Peppa loves nursery rhymes. Everybody loves nursery rhymes.
Digger World.
Peppa and George are visiting Digger World.
Digger, digger. George likes diggers. I like diggers too.
And today, you'll both be driving real diggers.
Wow.
Here is Mr. Potato. Welcome to Digger World, where all your digger dreams come true. This is the Sand Digger ride.
Ooh.
Peppa and George, jump on board. Mummy and Daddy Pig, you have to pedal.
Oh.
Now, fill up this big bucket with sand.
This is fun.
Yes, fun.
Excellent work, children. Now we flip the bucket over, give it a tap, and voila!
Hooray!
Peppa and George have made a big sand castle.
Let's go to the next ride.
This is the wall building ride. Stack the soft blocks to make a wall.
Hurry up, Mummy.
Okay, Peppa.
Pedal faster, Mummy.
Oh, I'm going as fast as I can, Peppa.
Nearly finished. There. A lovely wall.
Here comes George with a demolition digger.
Meow.
Oh dear, George has knocked down Peppa's wall.
George! You naughty piggy.
Ho-ho! Building things up, then knocking them down. It's all part of the fun at Digger World. This is the grabber machine.
How do we play this one?
Let's hope it's not pedal-powered.
Mummy and Daddy Pig do the peddling.
Oh.
Peppa and George use the grabber to win a lovely prize.
Ooh.
There are Mr. Potato dolls or toy dinosaurs to be won.
Dinosaur. OK, George, let's get a dinosaur. This way, George. No, that way. Back, forward, down. Hooray! We've got the dinosaur. Oh.
The dinosaur toy is too heavy for the grabber. Oh, try again.
We got a Mr. Potato doll!
The Mr. Potato doll is just the right weight for the grabber. Aren't you lucky? And he's yours to keep.
Oh.
But the best news is you have earned your digger badges. You are fully qualified digger drivers.
Hooray!
Thank you for visiting Digger World, where all your digger dreams come true. Bye.
Bye-bye. I really like Digger World because we get to drive...
Stop! It is Mr. Bull.
What's the matter, Mr. Bull?
We're building a wall across the road.
Digger! Mr. Bull, can we drive your digger?
Oh, I'm afraid children can't drive diggers.
But we've been to Digger World. We've got badges.
Oh, that's OK then. Hop aboard. I'll drive the digger and you can have the important job of pushing the buttons. OK now, push the button.
What? This red one?
No, the green one! Ah!
The digger has knocked over the new wall.
Sorry, Mr. Bull.
Building things up, then knocking them down. It's all part of the fun with diggers.
Peppa and George love diggers. Everyone loves diggers.
Scooters.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing on their scooters.
Vroom, vroom. Oh.
George is still learning how to scooter. He is a bit worried.
George, come on. What's the matter, George? Shall I teach you how to scooter? OK, you hold on to the handlebars like this with both hands. Now stand on the scooter. Oh. No, George. Stand on the scooter with one foot. Good. Now push off with the other foot, like this. George, you're doing it!
George has learned to scooter.
Peppa! George!
That's enough scootering for now. It's time to go to playgroup.
Oh, we've only just started scootering. Can we ride our scooters to playgroup, Daddy?
Good idea. We could do with the exercise.
Hooray! Ready, steady, go!
Wait for me. See you later, Mummy Pig.
See you later.
Peppa and George are riding their scooters to playgroup.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Not so fast.
Come on, Daddy!
Daddy can't keep up. Wait for me.
Peppa and George have arrived at playgroup.
Bye-bye, Daddy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, now I'm going to have to walk back home. What I need are some wheels. Hang on, I've got wheels. Whee! Ha ha! This is fun!
Daddy Pig likes scootering.
Brum, brum. Whee!
Daddy Pig, you're riding Peppa's scooter.
Yes, scootering is such fun. You should try it sometime.
Peppa and George are painting pictures at playgroup.
Madam Gazelle, we came to school on our scooters today.
Very good, Peppa and George. Let's all paint pictures of how we came to school today.
I came on my bicycle.
Very good.
I walked here.
So nice to get the fresh air in your lungs.
My granddad brought me in his truck. Broom, broom, broom.
Lovely.
It is time for Mummy and Daddy Pig to pick up the children from playgroup.
Have you got the car keys, Daddy Pig?
I don't think we should take the car, Mummy Pig.
But it's a long way to walk to playgroup.
We don't have to walk. I made that mistake this morning. We can scooter. Race you! Whee!
What? Are you sure? OK. Whee!
Mummy and Daddy Pig are scootering to playgroup to pick up Peppa and George.
Yippee!
That was great.
I told you we wouldn't have to walk.
Mummy! Daddy! You brought our scooters! Hooray! Whee!
Yes. That seems to leave us without scooters for the journey home.
Daddy Pig, you said we wouldn't have to walk.
We won't have to walk, but we will have to run. Race you!
Hey, wait for me.
Whee! This is fun!
Peppa! George!
Oh, wait for Mummy and Daddy.
Peppa and George love scootering. Everybody loves scootering.
Move to music.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, today you will use your imaginations to move to music.
Ooh.
What does this music make you think of?
It makes me think of a piano.
OK.
It makes me think of music.
Right. Use your imaginations. What pictures did the music make you think of?
It makes me think of a cherry tree swaying in the wind on top of a beautiful mountain.
Wonderful, Rebecca. So now I would like you all to imagine you are that tree, rooted to the rocky mountain top, bending in the wind. You are a tree. Your feet are rooted to the ground. Feel the wind in your branches and the sun on your leaves. You are a tree. Very good, children. I saw some lovely trees on mountain tops there. Now, listen to this piece of music. What did that music make you think of? Remember to use your imaginations.
I know.
Pedro?
Is the answer a cherry tree swaying on the top of a beautiful mountain?
But this music was quicker, wasn't it?
A cherry tree swaying quickly?
Danny?
It reminded me of a marching band.
Very good, Danny. This music has a very strong beat for stepping in time. Everyone find something to bang from the music trolley. Imagine you are in that band, marching along, beating your drums. That's it! Marvelous marching, children. Wasn't that fun?
Yes, Mademoiselle.
The next piece of music is a little bit different. Remember, I want you to listen to it carefully and think about how it makes you feel.
This music is about space. It's an alien birthday party.
What is wrong with this machine?
Robots from the future. Hello, I'm an alien. Bleep, bleep, bloop, bloop. I am a robot. I am a robot. Zing, zong, zing. This is the best music yet.
No, I think the machine is broken. There.
Oh.
Now tell me, how does this make you feel?
It makes me feel a bit bored. It makes me feel tired.
Has the music machine gone wrong again?
No, this is music. It reminds me of a lovely garden on a hot summer day. A young man, a broken heart.
Please, can we have the space music again?
That was not music, it was the machine gone wrong. Do you not like this music?
No. Madam Gazelle, can you make the machine go wrong again?
No.
Oh.
I suppose we cannot all like the same things in life.
I like the space music.
And me. And me.
Okay, what does this music make you think of?
I know. This music makes me think of jumping up and down in muddy puddles. This way. Follow me, everyone. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash.
Peppa loves moving to music. Everyone loves moving to music.
Easter Bunny.
Peppa and her friends have come to Rebecca Rabbit's house for an Easter egg hunt.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, everyone.
Are you looking forward to the egg hunt?
Yes! Ready, steady, go!
Wait! Stop!
What?
You can't start. The Easter Bunny hasn't been to hide the eggs yet.
Oh.
When is the Easter Bunny getting here?
Very soon.
Good. We'll wait.
But the Easter Bunny is very shy and won't come if you're looking.
OK, we'll close our eyes.
No peeking.
I can hear something. It's the Easter Bunny.
No, it's not. It's just my daddy.
Here is Mr. Rabbit. Hello, everyone. What are you all doing here?
We've come for the Easter egg hunt.
Oh.
I hope the Easter Bunny will come soon, Mr. Rabbit.
Oh, yes, me too. I must just go and check my carrot patch. This is Mr. Rabbit's carrot patch.
Remember, children, the Easter Bunny is very shy and won't come if we're looking. Let's wait indoors.
Rebecca Rabbit's house is underground.
Rebecca, have you ever seen the Easter Bunny?
No, but the Easter Bunny is a rabbit.
Yes.
And you are a rabbit.
Yes.
What does it look like? I think it looks like me, but a bit bigger.
I think the Easter Bunny has a rocket pack.
Yes, it's a super bunny. I think the Easter Bunny has a magic fairy wand. I think the Easter Bunny must be very big to carry all those eggs everywhere. No, the Easter Bunny is invisible. What? Invisible means you can't see it. That's silly.
Oh, somebody's hiding an egg. It must be the Easter Bunny.
I wish we could see the real Easter Bunny.
Maybe we can see it through the window.
Yes. Oh, I can't see anything.
We're never going to see the Easter Bunny.
Remember, no peeking.
Sorry, Mummy.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello, Mr. Rabbit. How are your carrots?
What carrots?
The carrots? You went out to check.
Oh, they're fine.
Daddy, did you see the Easter Bunny?
No, but I'm sure the Easter Bunny will have been by now.
Do you think the children can start looking for the eggs yet?
Oh, yes, I would say so.
Right. Are you ready to find the eggs the Easter Bunny has hidden?
Yes! Ready?
When you have found all the eggs, we share them out equally.
Steady?
There should be one egg for every child.
Don't worry if it takes you a long time to find them.
Danny Dog has found an egg under a plant pot. Susie Sheep has found one in a bush. Peppa has found an egg in a tree. George has found one in a bucket.
Finished!
Wow, that was quick.
And with one egg each. Great.
Wait! What's that over there? It's the Easter Bunny!
Shh! Let's creep up quietly.
Yes! Now we'll see what the Easter Bunny looks like.
That is not the Easter Bunny. That is Rebecca Rabbit.
Oh, we thought you were the Easter Bunny.
No, I'm me. And I found an egg.
We've all found eggs.
I'm a little bunny and I like to play. I hop, skip and jump and I play all day. I've a fluffy tail and bouncy legs. I like eating carrots and chocolate eggs.
We are little bunnies